Over the last few days, attention has been given to, to several videos from a few years ago, especially to one from 4 years ago, which featured Australian actress Nicole Kidman eating bugs for a Vanity Fair story. But there were also there have also been some digging up of other pieces of media which feature James Corden, who I've mentioned before, really rubs me the wrong way. I really don't like that guy. Really find him dislikable, just on a gut level. And he's got kind of a gut, so I guess it makes sense. But both of these videos, and a couple others. There's one featuring. It was a show called The Doctors. I guess it was like a medical show where they ask a group of certified doctors about various medical questions. And on this particular show, these doctors are eating bugs. So you have James Corden and some movie star, Anna Faris, I think, on his show. They're eating like a tarantula and some creepy crawlies, and then this doctor show where the three hosts, two guys, one woman, they all snarf down some grasshoppers and some I don't know, other boar worms. That's Flash Gordon, 1980. No, not the boar worms. Sorry, just a bit of a geeky trivia there that I just flash to when I think of names of worms or names of grubs. So anyway, so these pieces of media from several years ago have suddenly been summoned up again, and there's fresh chatter about it, fresh discussion about it, and it's like they've taken these videos and placed them in the context of the zeitgeist of 2022, where there is a greater and greater degree of anger and impatience with the so-called elites and their nefarious plans for us. The zeitgeist of our world, which has been newly freed of the Georgia Guidestones. Suddenly these bug-eating videos come up again. And I remember that, I don't know exactly what it means, that these were all, these videos have been brought up again and recycled, with this fresh coat of, outrage. But I remember that the original World Economic Forum video, the now notorious one, which talks about you will own nothing and be happy. I think it was originally made in what 2016, and then several years after that, was it maybe 2021, when they started highlighting it again, or they started highlighting it. It had been around, just hanging around there in the ether, but nobody had really commented on it. And then suddenly it got snatched up, and somebody else pointed to it, and then everybody, clustered around and said, "This is what the World Economic Forum intends for us. They want us to own nothing, and they say we'll be happy after we've become vassals of their rule, essentially." This bug eating thing, it seems like it's strange that it's again that this renewal of this old footage from, in the case of the Nicole Kidman video, it was 4 years ago. The James Corden video was like 7 years ago. I don't know exactly when the Doctor's video was, but anyway, these things have been brought up again, and now, people see them in the more, I don't know, they see them in a different light. When Nicole Kidman recorded that video with Vanity Fair, in 2018, I think people just thought it was a wacky, zany kind of thing, and like, ooh, look, she can be elegant and sexy even when she's eating bugs. That's what a lot of the commenters from 4 years ago were saying. And then you read a commenter from 2 weeks ago saying, yeah, well, that's what the elites want from us, to eat bugs. They want us all to eat bugs, and that's what they're pushing on us now. And so you see this difference between the old comments, which don't have this in which these people don't really have this context to work from, versus the newer comments now, which are, from angry and, engaged and aware people who see this campaign of bug eating, people eating bugs on media, on different shows, how, this is happening, this is forming a pattern. What are we to take from that? Well, we do know that the World Economic Forum has, and they're like, they're cronies, the usual gang of suspects. They have talked about how we've got to start seeing, it's better for the environment if we turn away from things like cattle stock and chicken and pork, and the things that we the kind of meat that we tend to think of as normal meat here in the West. And if we start to see the nutrition that is offered by by bugs, they have made this, they've stated this explicitly at times, and so it's very clear when you watch these broadcasts now. This isn't just a wacky, zany kind of thing. It's not like what Fear Factor was, like 10 years ago or 15 years ago when Joe Rogan hosted that show and they made them eat bugs and stuff. But there it was just sort of like for the gross out factor, or for does this person dare? Can this person do this? In order to win the prize, do they have it in them to eat these unspeakable, to force these unspeakable things down their gullet? It was sort of like a ew kind of thing. And these new ones, it's like they're sort of trying to present it like, yeah, this is good. You should try this. You should try eating bugs, America. So and I'll leave a link below to what I'm talking about. But I just find it interesting the way these things happen. Sometimes, the space of time between when these videos were shown originally and when people, maybe didn't see them in that kind of context. And now, I wonder who it was who went back and, looked at all these things together and said, something's going on here. Maybe we should highlight this. And then it got traction. And I think it's a good thing that it's getting traction. But it also just makes me wonder why now? Why at this very moment are we being primed for outrage in this way? Maybe it's just something as simple as somebody out there who is on the right side of things just noticed these various videos and decided to highlight them. But I haven't been able to trace it back to one particular source, just like it was with that WEF spot, about owning nothing and being happy. When that was released, people just ignored it. It went unnoticed, but it only started getting attention much, much later. So that's just an interesting phenomenon. What's really going on here? What do you think? Let me know below. Thanks for watching.